the nation's favourite celebrities.
Oh, that is good.
Paired up with an expert
I like that.
and a classic car.
Feeling confident?
Their mission, to scar Britain for antiques.
Look at you, you're really good.
The aim, to make the biggest profit at auction.
Is it a find?
But it's no easy ride.
Hey, come on.
Who will find a hidden gem? Take the biggest risk.
You got a tow truck.
Will anybody follow expert advice?
I might have bought rubbish, who knows?
There will be worthy winners
Whoa!
and valiant losers.
Come on, someone else, someone!
Put your pedal to the metal. This is the Celebrity Antiques Road Trip. Yeah. Today we're going to be shopping in the land of the brave with a couple of craftsperson TV judges.
Hey, baby. We're out on the roads of Scotland. There you go. I'm in third now. I think I'm in third.
Well, I don't know whether you should be in third, second or fifth.
Nor am I.
They may not quite have got the hang of the Herald just yet, but in their respective fields, Potter, Keith, Brymer Jones, and by his side costume designer Esme Young are the creme de la creme. Not to mention Bon Ami.
I can't actually remember how we met. Was it just a Christmas party?
I think it was.
Yeah.
Keith's best known for TV's The Great Pottery Throwdown, but he's also a hugely successful ceramicist who was fired up from an early age.
Well, I'm dyslexic.
Me too.
Oh, well, there you go. Dyslexics have a much better affinity with shape, form and volume.
Yes.
Esme found fame on The Great British Sewing Bee after almost 50 years as a fashion icon, designing frocks for A-lister stars and many a memorable movie. But they both face a steep learning curve today.
So how are you feeling about being advised by experts? Because you're an expert on the sewing bee.
Yeah.
So are you good at taking advice?
Not really.
All part of the challenge, throwdown to our antique authorities. Look, in the Morris Minor.
This car actually is really easy. Sorry. It is easy to drive.
Plus, it dates from a time before seatbelts were mandatory, unlike the youthful Charles Hanson from Derby and Scotland's very own Rue Irvin.
Now, this is our first time sitting side by side in a car.
I'm quite nervous.
Are you?
And also, we're going to meet some very now people.
Oh, yes. Keith and Esme.
Oh, I can't believe it.
Oh, you better had. Believe also that one of the quirks of this Herald is a lap belt for the driver. So Keith's sporting one of those instead of the normal over-the-shoulder variety. Also, that our two celebrities are ever so slightly clueless about the whole making money out of antiques business.
I know what I like, and I like buying second-hand furniture and things like that, but I'm not really an antique sort of...
Neither am I. I love vintage shops and jumble sales.
Which is good.
And I've got this whole selection of Jubilee mugs.
So you obviously like collecting things, then?
Well, they both seem like very promising beginners anyway. Plus, they will have £400 each and a car.
Oh, let's go back into second.
Let's. Their journey will very much be around and about Glasgow, Scotland's most populous city, starting out in Rosebank, beside the River Clyde,
We're here.
at the Clyde Valley Antique Centre.
Off we go, the competition begins.
Thanks, Esme. Nicely put. Inside, it's already underway, with our experts rummaging nicely. What ho?
Hello.
Shop's open. Are you excited?
Yes, I am.
Are you an antiques buff? Because I know you're a pottery buff.
Not really.
No?
No.
What would be your dream find today in terms of pottery?
Early Wedgwood.
Do you think we'll find some today?
Don't know, there's some decent stuff here.
Well, if we do, we've won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That went well.
Hello, you're beating someone up now.
That's right, I'm just getting in the mood. How are you?
I've got one of those.
Have you? Are you all set?
I actually know nothing
No.
about
Well,
antiques.
thanks for coming.
Honesty always pays, of course. But an in-depth browse can usually produce enough to tempt any celebrity.
So, this cabinet here has some lovely objects, and there's one thing here I quite like. Right, this I love. It's Asprey, of Bond Street. It's not just this wonderful sort of white polished onyx, but if you look really closely, you've got this almost line of lapis lazuli.
Yeah. So is that for ink?
Yes, that's your pen rest.
Yes.
It's hallmarked. The date code is 1926. I mean, look at the quality. This is sort of 20s high-end luxury.
How much is it? 100 quid?
Times it by 3.
300
£300. And it's one of those lots which could move. It's got legs. You're not keen, are you?
It isn't my cup of tea.
No.
But if it could make money, then I might change my mind.
Seems she's got the hang of it already. And now, what about our Keith?
I like that.
Do you?
Yeah, that's interesting.
See the detail on
Yeah.
that. Now, they do say you should never polish silver or silver plate
Oh, right. Oh, OK.
because that makes it look like it's made yesterday.
Oh, I see, I see.
But had this not been polished, you would not see that level
No,
of
no,
detail.
absolutely.
It says here on the tag, Indian question mark. But I don't know, the figures, it's looking almost like an Ottoman Arabic scene as opposed to Indian.
Right.
And do you know what you would put on here?
Marge.
The name of his missus.
Marge and Keith forever.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, yeah. I mean, is that a hallmark? Is that...
It is. I mean, if it was just metal, would they go to the effort to brand it with a mark?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it's £65. Look at condition. OK,
Yeah.
it's had a wee bit of a knock here.
I know, I kind of like that, though.
Do you?
Yeah, yeah, I kind of like things that have been knocked about a bit.
But it's just a nice card case. It's a good size, but that's a handsome thing. Do you like it enough to try and talk price?
I think so, yeah.
65. We'd really want it.
50? Oh, really? Oh, OK.
Well, how are you at haggling?
I'm not great, I must admit, yeah.
You're a teddy bear, aren't
I
you?
kind of am, yeah, yeah.
You won't be by the end of this.
Oh, right, OK. Okay.
Let's keep looking, but I think that's a strong contender.
No, I like it, I like
Yeah?
it. Yeah.
We're on the same page.
The same page. And what's more, he's also fond of the national poet.
What do you reckon? Is it kind of a bit like me?
No. Not much sign of any poetry between our other pair just yet. Perhaps Charles just needs to get on Esme's wavelength.
In terms of style, are you an Art Deco lady? Fast living, jazz?
I do like jazz.
Do you?
And I do like Art Deco.
Do you? Good.
Yeah.
I thought you would.
I like Art Nouveau as well.
Do you like the 70s, or are you more antique-y collectible?
Well, I opened a shop called Swanky Modes in the 70s.
What were you selling?
Clothes.
Wow. There's a monster sewing machine behind you.
My mum had a sewing machine like that, which
Yes.
I've got. And then I've got 4 industrial sewing machines and 1 domestic sewing machine.
So didn't you do DiCaprio's show? as
I
well,
did.
On the beach?
Yeah, I
love
did.
That film.
It's a singer with case. Priced at £65.
I love it because you've got the lid to it as well. And to me, beautifully lacquered, gilt, and a work of art from probably 1920, 1900. They are growing in value. I think people now do see the value of handicraft. And these sewing machines were made to last, and they really are increasing in value.
Are they?
Yeah, they are. I would say 10 years ago, it would have been £25.
Well, I think I have to, don't I?
It's very tempting, isn't it?
Quite. Feels like we're all nicely bonded now.
So what's this, Rue?
Ooh, that's nice. What drew you to that, first of all?
The horns.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I like a horn.
Don't we all?
My mother used to make amazing cream horns.
A ring holder made of mother of pearl.
Now, what would make that extra special is if that was silver and not silver plate. So can you see any markings?
Oh, yes, I can see an anchor.
Oh, so that's Birmingham made.
Oh, is that right?
So in a way that elevates it because you've got a luxurious material like mother of pearl.
Yeah.
You've got British hallmarked silver.
Yeah.
You've got this... You're liking that, aren't
Yeah,
you?
no, yeah, we should get this.
Well, how much is it?
55 quid.
So that really needs to come down quite a bit for us to make any kind of money on it.
We want margin, Rue.
We want margin.
But it's beautifully executed.
Yeah.
A bit like me.
Do you know what, actually, if you were a vase, you would definitely be an early Wedgwood.
Uh-oh, there's someone on the lookout for just that. Now, what's Keith up to?
Oi, Esme,
What?
what do you reckon?
I think you should have it on your head.
Really?
Or, actually, you could have it round your neck.
Hello.
Hello.
She is a fashion guru after all.
So how's it been going? Have you found anything?
Not saying.
You dark horse, you.
What about you?
Surprisingly, we've gone for lots of really small things. It's really bizarre.
I like big things.
That's why I'm drawn to you, because I like small things. Small and perfectly formed.
Several items, some small, are under consideration. No actual deals done as yet, though.
Look at this. What's this?
Oh, now that's cool. Is it heavy?
It is actually. I don't know what it is.
Does one end come off?
Yeah, it does.
So that probably would have held an important document, a scroll.
OK, it says it's presented by Bro William Campbell to Invicta chapter number 547.
That's a mouthful, isn't it?
19th of the 2nd, 55.
Right, OK.
Could be Masonic. No ticket price, though.
I think it's a nice thing, but you have to think about who would buy it.
The
It is.
scroll market.
Yeah.
It's not really going to be our demographic. But isn't that the thing, though? Isn't that the beauty of stuff?
Yes.
It's like your bit of tat is my amazing, wonderful thing that I've been looking
That's
for
what
the
they
whole
say.
of my life.
Everything will sell eventually to someone.
Sounds like whatever their reservations, they're going to scroll with it. Time to have a word.
Hi, Colin.
Hello.
Now, we've seen a few bits that we like. Yeah. One of them is this.
Okay.
So we've got the ring holder priced up at 55. Can we throw a figure at you?
Okay.
45.
Yeah, we can do that.
And the scroll holders,
50 quid. No?
more sort of like 40.
I prefer 50.
45.
45.
And the white metal case at 65. What amazing price. Unbelievable, like, you know, like blow my head off.
Okay, how about £65?
I deserve that, didn't I?
And you can have that.
Nice.
Oh, OK.
Ah.
OK.
Right, so, OK, so 65 for the two, and you said
45 for the
45 for the scroll holders, that's 110. Would you do all three for 100?
Okay, yeah.
Thanks, Colin. Making those 25, 35 and 40 pounds. Now, 300 left.
Is that easier than you thought?
Well, it was with you.
Thank you. I would take that as a compliment.
Now, while they tootle off,
To it.
let's catch up with Esme.
I noticed this necklace that
Down here.
I absolutely love, and I'd absolutely wear it.
Would you really wear it? Edelweiss is wax, handmade,
Wow.
Victorian bride's tiara. That's not a tiara, is it?
There we are.
Hang on, hang on.
Beautiful.
Seems to fit nicely.
How much is it?
85.
I think it's a good object. I think it's not expensive.
Yeah, it can be worn as a necklace. Plus, there's the sewing machine priced at £65 and the £300 inkstand, which she wasn't quite so keen on earlier. Alan's all ears, look.
I think we'll start with what is a tiara cum necklace.
Right.
How much could it be? What's the very best on that?
We can do that for £40 for you.
I love this, so OK.
Alan, thank you very much. Now, what I quite like, and my partner is coming around to, is Art Deco 1926, white onyx, silver-mounted, Asprey, Bond Street, lapis lazuli, inset inkwell. What's the best price?
£150 he can do for you.
That's half price.
Well, I think we've got to go for it, don't you?
We'll take that as well. Can make it a hat trick. We've also seen the sewing machine.
65 again, we can do a deal for you there. £30.
£30.
Yeah.
30
Yeah.
plus 40 is 70. Plus the 150.
£220.
Give me a disco move.
No.
I'm feeling. Yes!
Another big deal done,
Bye.
Yeah, right, bye.
with 180 left over.
I've got long arms.
Well, that's lucky.
And while they load up and head to the next shop, we'll find out where her old china plates got to, having now mastered the Herald.
When did you first
start doing pottery? How were you a wee lad?
Oh, 11. First year of secondary school, I touched my first piece of clay.
Oh.
And honestly, it was like a religious calling. The second I touched that clay, I just knew this substance was going to be in my life forever.
And how many pieces do you make in a day?
When I was throwing for big retailers, anything between 600 to 900 pieces a day. Yeah.
So your hands must move faster than the eyes can see. Those tennis rackets are yours.
It's the speed of the wheel.
Right.
If you've got a really fast-moving wheel, you could obviously make the pots faster.
Their really quite sedate wheels are conveying them to the nearby city of Glasgow, where our potter is taking a break from shopping to find out about a unique cultural object, something which originated in the Highlands to become a treasured part of the nation's culture. Quaich maker Tony Blacker.
Hi, Tony. Good to see you. We're here to talk about, is it quakes?
Quaichs. It's a Scottish whisky drinking bowl, two-handed.
So how do you say it again?
Quaich.
Quaich.
Quaich. You
Quaich.
roll your CH like loch.
So I make pottery. I'm always banging on about bowls being my favourite shape. I was told by a very eminent curator of the British Museum, we've been using a bowl ever since we came out of the caves. And how old do you think this form is then?
Certainly since before, like, 1500s.
Right.
Back in the 1500s, King James went and gave one to his wife, Anne of Norway, for her wedding.
King James' gift led to the wedding tradition of what could be described as a Scottish loving cup. Although the Quaich's two-handled form had almost certainly originated as a peacemaker in dangerous times.
So, Tony, how would you drink out of it? Like that?
Well, you drink two-handed, so yeah, it's a very sort of intimate gesture to offer someone a drink.
Yeah.
The history is that if you have your two hands occupied by the bowl, then you're less likely to be digging into your pockets for a knife or a blade.
Which is the best wood to use for making the perfect quaich?
Maybe not easiest, but yeah, I like the elm. It's very labour intensive. You know, there's a lot of little pips and burrs that have to be filled and stuff like that. So there's a lot of work goes into making them like a practical bowl.
Right, okay.
One of the chief popularisers of the quaich was the great Scottish writer and collector Sir Walter Scott. Amongst those he sipped his whisky from was one made from an elm tree that stood at the Battle of Waterloo, and another that had belonged to bonny Prince Charlie himself.
The handle's part of the actual wood.
Yeah, it's almost like the rings of Saturn, if you can imagine, when the bowls turn.
Yeah, and that's quite a skill.
Yeah.
So you're quite skilled.
Time to step into the workshop so that Keith can get a skinny from a fellow craftsman on how it's all done.
We drill a hole in it so that it can be mounted in the jaws of the lathe. So that's the first stage of turning, is to turn the bottom side of the bowl.
Yeah.
And then we turn a little bit on the bottom.
So you have to get a nice kind of form in there.
Yeah, we don't have any templates for it. It's just done by muscular memory. Your eyes can pick up certain imperfections, but your hands will pick them up in an instant.
So is it always whiskey you drink from it?
No, it doesn't have to be. The quaichs that we turn are just the right size for a wee dram.
Yeah, fantastic. And because you oil them, I suppose, it makes them waterproof.
The oil does make them waterproof, but we also have to use like an epoxy resin to fill, because the whisky can disappear.
Yeah.
Do people still use quaichs nowadays, or are they more ceremonial?
I don't think they're used in a sort of practical everyday sense. It's a very special occasion that would need the use of a quaich.
So, Tony, can I have a go at sanding this down?
Yeah, absolutely. I've got some tools there ready for you.
Here we go.
So that's quite a laborious process.
Yeah, but it's lovely though, isn't it?
So what do you think? Has he got the right sort of technique? Would you hire him?
I think he's done this before.
Tony, I think he's after your job.
Yeah, is there no end to his talents? Now, what about our other crafts person and crafty expert pairing?
Do you think we work well together?
I think so.
Are you feeling in safe hands?
Yes-ish. My brother had various Morris Minors. They had...
That's a honk. It's not a cow.
The cow.
We are attracting cows.
Are they going to leap over the fence?
There'll be a stampede.
Let's hope not, Charles.
Your career has spanned a few years, but also, you know, you've worked on some terrific clothes on these amazing blockbuster films as well. And then, of course, the sewing bee. When did that happen?
Well, I was chatting to this woman. So I said, what do you do? And she said, oh, I'm a producer on a telly programme.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, what's it about? And she went, sewing. So I went, oh, really? There were 17 people who auditioned, and I got it.
Those two are also now pointing towards Glasgow. En route to their very next shopping opportunity in the city's East End.
Let's park here.
Shall we?
Here's the shop.
Oh, yeah.
Close to the famous Barrowland Ballroom.
Oh, this is the Day of the Dead.
At Randall's Antiques and Vintage Centre.
Here's our shop, Randall's.
With £180 left to spend. It's often good to divide your forces.
That's one for Esme.
But what exactly will they plump for?
Oh, I say, look at that. Hatchet.
Bury it, Esme.
Keep looking. Now, look at this. Look at that for a vase.
Well, it's 60s, isn't it?
Absolutely right. And you think back to sort of late 60s, early 70s, what was becoming really quite on trend? It was these vases, West German pots, because that beautiful orange. Did it take you back to that sort of time? Were you partying hard?
Of course I was.
And you got this gorgeous twin-banded, almost lava effect with these big orange blobs. Turn it upside down. There's your all-important West German mark.
Often known as fat lava, it's coming back into fashion.
And, you know, the shape as well, it's just a great shape. Have a guess how much this is?
I have no idea.
£25.
Yeah?
It's not bad, is it? £25 for a cutting-edge design from the late 1960s, care of West Germany.
I think it's a nicht.
Can you tell me what this is?
That...
It's bizarre.
It is bizarre. I quite like that.
Control yourself, you two.
So basically, I think it's maybe like a shaving stand, or it could be like a soap dish. So that's the factory mark for Adrien Koch.
Oh.
A-D-R-I-E-N Koch, K-O-C-H.
OK.
And he was a great Dutch potter with a big factory making this sort of ware in what you'd call the Quimper or Brittany French tradition. And this would date to around 1900. I'm going to guess, how much is it? £50?
Yeah.
Is it really? Yeah.
Well, you should know.
Well, get out of here.
I think he's blushing.
Take a little picture. Pull a pose. I love that. Brilliant. It's going very well, myself and Esme. I feel like there's a real connection. Her and her stitching and needlework and sewing, and me and my passion to try and, shall we say, deliver the needle in spiking the true find.
Well, I'm not sure what that was all about. But their search goes on, with Rosa standing by on deal duty.
What I quite like is over here. This.
Aha.
Just protruding from this little cavity of antiques.
OK.
Got this interesting table. What do you think of this? Chinese table carved with sea life. The reason I like it, it's a hardwood.
Right.
And in some respects, the market, anything Chinese, Asian, has taken off.
There's a crab.
There's what, sorry?
Isn't that a crab?
Yeah, it is a crab. And lobster, maybe. And it's just well made. And look at the patination. It's got a lovely colour about it, quite hard to achieve in a hardwood.
Late 19th century, with a ticket price of more than they have.
Mental note? Does it appeal to you? It's quite low, isn't it?
Yeah.
And, you know, you're looking almost fit for purpose around it.
Am I?
Yeah, I think, you know, that the necklace and the style. It's priced at 225. If it could be discounted, it could be a definite maybe.
Yeah, gird your loins.
Hello, Rosa. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good to see you.
Here we
The
go.
Chinese table is priced at 225, and I just wonder...
What about 155?
Oh, hello.
It's me.
Can you make it any less?
150. That gives you a little bit of a margin.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
Certainly is. Deal done.
150 quid. I'll leave it there for you.
Not exactly taking it with them, though.
Car is this way.
Yeah, just £30 left for tomorrow.
Hold tight.
Go on, Charles. Back out into the countryside now, with one full day of shopping under their belts.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah, it's been fantastic.
Yeah. So you could maybe have a new career in antiques now.
Only if you were with me. I don't think I could do it on my own.
I think we're both buzzing. I might be the antique bee, you're the sewing bee. You know, we can buzz together.
Oh, yeah. Do you know what? We could make a cotton reel table and a cotton reel set of chairs.
Out of what?
Cotton reels.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
Night-night. Next morning, our celebrities are determined to ignore the change in the weather.
How was yesterday?
It was great. My expert, Rue,
Yeah.
I thought she was amazing. She did a great deal. And what do you like at negotiating?
Hopeless.
Horses for courses, eh? That's part of what Charles was there for.
It was great having him.
Well, yeah, stick to what you know.
I wouldn't ask him to sew a dress for me.
No, maybe not. Don't ask me to sew a dress either.
Well, if you'd like to get started, there's going to be a sewing machine at the auction, thanks to Esme, along with a Chinese table, an inkstand and a Victorian wedding tiara.
Actually, you could have it round your neck.
Hello. Hello.
Which means she has just £30 left to spend today, while Keith plumped for a card case, a scroll holder and a ring holder.
We want margin, Rue.
We want margin.
Leaving him with £300 for whatever takes his fancy today.
Well, we've got a few items in the boot. Shall I drive you somewhere nice?
Oh, please.
I think I know just the place. Mind you, I don't know what we're going to see. I'll just put the windscreen wipers back on.
Yeah, good idea.
Meanwhile, their experts are mindful of the weight of responsibility.
Esme is quite competitive.
Is she?
Esme is saying to me, those big spends, that table, that inkstand, I'm feeling the pressure. It's all very well blowing the hot air of history. I've now got to smoke it up.
Yeah, don't panic just yet. Let's see what the celebrities make of each other's purchases first.
Well, I brought you up here to look at the view.
Oh, and how marvellous is that?
Isn't it stunning?
Well, might not be seeing it at its best today.
Are we going to take off?
Mary Poppins!
Time to have a peek in the boot.
Dun, 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 the big reveal. Dun. Wow. What's that?
Well, it's a tiara.
Right.
But it's a necklace for me.
Oh. You're not buying for you. So how much was it?
I'm not telling you.
And what's this? Is this like a writing set?
Yes. It's Asprey, and it's 1920s.
Oh, wow.
What's that then?
We think it's a Masonic scroll holder.
Oh, is that a thistle?
Yeah, I don't know whether anyone is going to want it as much as I do.
Well, that's the whole thing.
I know. It's good seeing your items because I feel that yours are just as strange as mine. So this is a ring holder, apparently. And I like it because it's so ornate for such a mundane thing. But
yeah,
isn't it
but if you were putting diamond rings on, you'd want something ornate.
Yeah, that's right. And apparently that's mother of pearl. Yeah.
And I've got loads of rings I could put on there.
Well, there you go. And I like writing.
Yeah. Are you going to steal it?
Well, it's in the back of my boot, so... Should we get back in the car?
Oh, let's.
Yeah.
Good idea. Meanwhile, the sun seems to be shining back in Glasgow, close to the River Clyde at Finniston, where Keith's about to get started at Finniston Antiques. Despite being towards the west of the city, there's quite a few Oriental treasures in here. Just has to locate his expert first. Here he comes.
Rue.
Bond, I've been expecting you. You're late. Are you ready for your mission?
I am.
Am I scary? No.
No, you're not scary. Come on, let's buy some more stuff.
Let's do it, 007. Let's do it. Let's go get some antiques.
License to rummage.
See, it's almost like a cabinet of curiosities.
Oh, look, down there.
Oh, my goodness. You found it. What's it called?
A quaich.
Yes. Spoke like a true Scotsman. Now, this one is pewter.
Oh.
So this is more the traditional quaich that you see.
Yeah.
Often made of pewter. Silver ones, that's quite rare to find.
OK, so there's not much value to it, really. Let's get rid of it then.
But that's a good spot. You're going to see quakes everywhere now.
You could get a lot of whiskey in there. He still has £300 to spend, remember? Now going solo for a bit.
I just love that tribal mask. It's really quite impressive. Wow, what a thing. Oi, Roo! Have a look.
No way to summon a lady. That's funky. That's very different from what we bought already. But that looks like it's got quite a bit of age to it because look at the hair. That's because it is probably matted over time.
It's kind of like balsa wood.
No price and probably expensive.
I almost feel like I want to give it a name. I think Frank is a good name.
I think it's more of a Horace to me.
Oh, Horace, really?
Horace.
Oh, hello, I'm Horace.
He's first on the shortlist. Keep looking.
Do you know what? I played this in the brass band at school when I was 11 years old.
Really?
Did it give you a wee fright?
It did, yeah.
Were you impressed, though?
I was impressed you got a sound out of it.
Now that's a diplomatic reply. Now, let's get back to the task in hand.
Keith.
Yes.
Do you like Tiffany lamps?
As a rule, no, but the businessman in me is thinking we probably could get quite a bit for these.
Tiffany lamps do well because the design is iconic, the colours
Right.
are iconic.
Even if they're only Tiffany style.
Oh, yeah, wow. Looks great, doesn't it?
Now, the good thing is, these are double
Yeah.
bulbs. And
Yeah.
it says 300, but if we could get this south of 150.
Yeah, yeah.
And as you know, pairs always do well. It's really hard to find a matching pair
No.
of Tiffany style lamps with the dragonflies, with all the different colours. But right now it's down to the lamps or the mask.
Mo!
Time to talk to the dealer.
That mask with the big beard.
Yeah.
How much for that?
The best I can do in this one is £150.
OK, OK.
Still a contender?
It's still a contender, but I'm quite liking these.
It depends on the price of these. You've 300 for the matching pair. Just going to throw a figure at you. Could they be 150 for the pair?
Yes.
Right, decision time. They're both the same price. We've got the big hairy mask,
Yeah.
£150.
Yeah.
The pair of matching Tiffany style lamps, £150.
No, you know when someone repeats something to you and you just think it's kind of a no-brainer, so I think we should go with these. Thanks, Mo. That's
Thank you very
brilliant.
much.
Big spenders, those two. With 150 left for their last shop. Forgotten anything? Now, Wither, Esme and Charles, watching out for pedestrians.
Did we just pass them before?
We did.
Yeah. Are we going round in circles?
Well, that would come in very useful, because they're about to indulge in a couple of Esme's passions, dancing and live music.
What's been the most memorable bands or gigs?
Oh, I've seen so many bands. In the 60s, I can remember Fleetwood Mac, Chris Farlow,
Oh,
The
yeah.
Animals. Did I see the Rolling Stones? I think I did.
Wow.
In the 70s, in London, there were so many venues that you could go and see bands. It was brilliant.
Of course, modern-day Glasgow has quite a few live music spots too, like this former parish church, which for almost 20 years has been the Oran Moor. That's Gaelic for Great Melody of Life, and Esme's come to discover the meaning of another Gaelic word from Ian Johnson.
This is the Hodja Lugs Ceilidh Band. These are some of our friends who've come to dance. But first of all, let's go upstairs. You can learn a wee bit more about Ceilidh dancing. So if you'd like to come this way.
Ian is the chairman of the Royal Scottish Country Dance Association.
What does Ceilidh mean?
Ceilidh in origin is a Gaelic word meaning visit. Going to see people in their own homes, gathering together with friends, family, neighbours. They would share together in singing, in storytelling. It was a way of passing on their own cultural heritage, entertaining on cold, dark winter nights.
Of course, like any folk tradition, social changes have had a huge impact though. With first the Highland clearances and then industrialisation helping to transform the Ceilidh into what it is today.
People came down to places like Glasgow Edinburgh. They were moving away from the Gaelic-speaking culture. There was already a culture of local dances, and the two sort of came together. So the name Ceilidh came to apply to all of them. The dances themselves, some of them might have originated in Europe, waltzes, minuets, polkas. Some were country dances that we found in England, but they stuck a Scottish tune to them.
But the great thing about the Ceilidh is that you don't need to be particularly accomplished to take part, with everyone, even absolute beginners, encouraged to join in.
You don't need to be an expert to come along and do it. Somebody will show you what to do, and then as the music's playing, they will above it be saying, turn by the right hand, turn by the left hand.
Amongst the dances you can expect at good Ceilidh are my favourite, the Dashing White Sergeant, as well as the Eightsome Reel, the Gay Gordons and the good old military two-step.
So take your partners.
Come on, guys and girls, get going.
You tell 'em.
OK, now Esme's going to give you the first couple of little moves in this dance. Heel.
Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel.
She'll soon get the hang of this.
Turn. Face your partner, and then you jump and kick. Jump and kick. And then...
What?
Kind of waltzing.
Matilda,
that's brilliant. I love it.
Matilda.
Now, that's a new way of doing it. OK, Esme, so you all ready? Military two-step. They know what they're doing.
And that's all down to me, isn't it? Now, if you do anything wrong, I will be furious.
You've been warned.
Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe.
It's a unique calling style she has there.
Yay! Well done, dancers.
Now, where have the others got to? Ah, there's Keith taking a moment in their busy shopping schedule.
Oh, hello. Blimey.
One Scots lassie to an honorary Scot.
OK.
Hey, snacks, eh? Just what's required.
Oh, wow.
A deep-fried Mars bar.
Oh, wow. You can come again.
That's really good.
But look at that bubble of batter.
I mean, it looks so wrong, but it tastes really right.
Oh, there's one perfect Scottish word that's going to describe these.
Yeah.
Bra.
Raw.
Bra.
OK.
Means excellent.
Raw.
While they now enjoy a well-known fizzy pop chaser, we'll follow the fortunes of our dancing duo.
I think you've done a good job.
Well, that's a relief.
There's chemistry.
You reckon?
Yeah, I do. Don't you think so?
Yeah, I do.
Excellent.
I can't say no.
No, thank you. Change the subject.
What's that? We got 30 quid.
Yeah.
What I'd really like is another necklace. It has to be Whopper.
Has to be.
Whopper.
Oh, absolutely right. And if a memory could be made now, it's ideally spending the entirety of £30.
Yeah.
Humongous necklace or not, their final shop is to be found further downriver at Clydebank, once famous for its mighty shipyards.
Stop!
Although this antique shop seems to be maintaining the metal traditions.
Here we go.
Plenty of stuff of an industrial nature in here.
That's a car we should be in. Read my mind. There's a number on this enamel sign. It's out of 10. How good has our 2 days been? My mind, in my mind.
8.
It's a 7.
I really enjoyed going on this road trip and seeing all these different things. Oh, look. It's a vintage whiskey. But I know nothing about antiques. All I know is what takes me out.
Here's something, look at this.
I like that.
It's called the Aladdin Pink Premier Paraffin.
I'm not quite sure why I like it.
No, me neither.
Must be, I would have thought, what, 1960s?
Oh, I guess so.
Could be 70s.
Well, you could turn it into handbag.
Do you know? Look at that.
Ticket price £35. They're a fiver short.
What would you use it for, actually? Watering can?
Exactly. That could be a really cool watering can.
Yeah, well, pink Cadillacs, weren't they?
That's right.
50s.
They were. So it could even go back to the 50s.
We've got, what's this? Little...
It's a genie coming out of the lamp. Now, hold on. You're Kamal. You're the genie.
Oh, yes.
I think it's fun.
Okay.
The more I look at it, the more the genie is saying, look at me and buy me.
Yeah, they do seem rather taken with that old thing. While back in Glasgow, Keith and Rue are also approaching a final shopping opportunity.
Oh, my goodness. You do know where the bricks are, don't you?
I hope so.
It's because he's battered chocolate bar powered. He also has a bit more cash to spend. £150 at Glasgow City Antiques. Always good to check. John will be the man to do business with here. And speaking of checks...
Hey, Rue. I'm your biggest fan.
I think you're my only fan, actually. What about this? I'm thinking of updating my wardrobe.
Oh, yes.
Colour?
It's your tartan. Rue's been fantastic. It's been a great couple of days. I've learnt so much, and it's just been fascinating. I feel I'm just getting into my stride now, so I think we might actually make quite a bit of margin.
He sounds chipper enough. Any news from Clydebank, where Team Esme has a pink paraffin can on the shortlist? But before consulting Dina Gordon, there's something else.
Charles?
What?
I really like this. I have no idea what it is, but this looks like a nose, these look like eyes, and this looks like eyebrows. What do you think? It's like a weird face.
What would you use it for?
Good question, Charles. Ticket price £40.
Where are you going?
I'm getting
talking about
wet
this.
and I'm looking at it.
As your lost masterpiece.
Yes. There's something about it that I really like. We don't really know what it is.
I suppose you could put some dye in there.
Slightly...
What could you do with it, though? Straw, cocktail, drink in there.
Yeah, but what's been in it?
Yeah, do be careful.
So if I said to you, Esme, it's either this interesting sort of twin test tube, let's find out what it's used for, or is it the handbag come paraffin?
Very difficult decision.
It is. I think I'll let you decide.
Well, I won't let you decide.
Why not?
Because it's all about me.
Well said. Here we go.
Hello, Gordon.
Hello. Hi, Gordon.
Hi.
We've seen one thing we like.
That chemistry thing.
Oh, yeah.
Gordon, we've got a question. We're both not quite sure. What would you have used it for originally?
It's a scientific lab experiment.
It's priced at £40, but hand on heart, we've only got in the bank left over.
That's all we've got.
We could do £30.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Every last penny spent. So, with whatever it is on board, it's goodbye to Clydebank.
Oh!
Sorry. That's the nice.
Eventually. And we'll head back to the city, with our Potter needing to make a purchase.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, I know, I like it too. I think it was obviously used for a pharmacy window.
They're interior decorators pieces.
Yeah, and you could fill it with stained water.
What's the price on it?
95.
150 left, remember?
Take the stopper out and see if there's any damage around the base of it.
No, which is unusual because they usually get chipped, don't they?
They do. And people at auction, they love miniatures and they love oversized things.
Right, OK.
I think it would need to be closer to 50.
If you don't ask, you don't get.
That's true.
Yeah, he's getting the hang of it.
Ah, John. And there's a few things we've seen, but there's one that we really love, the decanter. Now, you've got £95 on it.
Yeah.
So what's the absolute best you could do on that?
£70.
Right, big man, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I think we should go for it.
Yeah? Done deal?
Yeah.
Yeah, at a canter.
Thanks very much, John. Cheers.
With £80 left over. So, with their glassware safely stowed...
Right, driver, lead on.
They're off! And with just one very big event still to look forward to.
That's us, we're done.
I know. It's the auction next.
So come on, what would you like as a wee treat?
A nice whiskey.
From out of a quay. We'll drink a wee dram from a quay and then sleep well ready for the auction.
Is that what they call a quake remedy? Shutout time, I think. Auction viewing day has dawned, but the mood amongst our celebrity craftspeople seems distinctly chilled.
As a kind of combatant in this whole affair, I haven't really thought of it as a competition,
Well,
really.
neither have I.
It's just been rather nice in the car with you, really.
Exactly.
Let's hope that our stuff does fairly well.
There is one thing that I have this little fantasy about.
Right.
It's the ink pot thing.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Which I could see it in a film on the desk with the Duke of blah blah.
Wow, you really did have a fantasy.
Oh, I did, yes.
It's got a whole backstory.
Exactly.
After making all their buys in the environs of Glasgow, they've now travelled almost 500 miles to see them sold in Rochester, Kent, at the Grade 1 listed Restoration Manor, so called because it was once visited by the soon-to-be Charles II, where a different Charles and the one and only Roo await, no doubt experiencing a trifle more agitation.
Here they come, looking dapper
Hello.
as ever.
Hello.
How are you?
Oh,
Good.
fine.
Yeah, good. Excited.
You two are style personified.
Well, I see you haven't dressed up for the occasion.
No, I was feeling lazy today.
Meanwhile, their lots have been dispatched towards Bourne End in Bucks, where at Bourne End auctions, they'll be selling in the room, on the net and on the phone. Auctioneer Hugo Lemon is the man with the hammer.
Done at 140, last chance at 140.
Keith parted with £320 for his 5 auction lots.
The Tiffany-style lamps, it's good that they're a pair, good size pieces, good colours, so we're hoping that someone will take them home and spend a lot of money today.
Quite. Esme splashed out all of her £400 on her 5 lots.
The carved opium table, lovely colour on it, really well engraved and pierced ornament on there, and being Chinese as well, so good strong market for it.
Well, he sounds enthusiastic. Let's press on.
Good luck, team. Make a memory.
Using tech, of course. Starting with the tiara that Esme wore as a necklace.
So the first item up, we found a really lovely wedding tiara. It was our marriage, wasn't it, made in heaven? The question is, partner, will it blossom and grow?
£30 for it.
30.
£30 straight in there.
Good.
Excellent.
Keep going.
32 now, 32, 35.
Small steps.
32,
Go on.
35. At 35 then on.
Oh, come on.
35, 37 and 40.
Oh,
It's crawling,
fabulous.
it's crawling.
42.
Oh,
At £40 I'm bidding 2. 42, thank you. 45.
profits.
45, 47. And I'll take £2 and
Fantastic.
45. At £45, are you sure? Last chance then at £45 I'm selling.
A fiver. Well done.
Not much of a wedding gift, but better than a loss.
Don't make jokes about a £5 profit until
No,
we've got
really.
5 profits.
Sage advice. Keith's oversized glass is next.
What do you use it for? Purely just in a shop window, or?
Yeah. Well, you could put coloured water in it, you know, as a decorative object.
Or you could fill it with your favourite, refreshment and actually use it.
Yeah, you could.
You'd have to have a really long straw.
Really.
80 then to start. 80 I'm bid.
Yes!
Yay! I'm quite surprised.
So am I.
Oh, it's moving. I told you.
£5 I'm bid. And 90 I'm bid, thank you, and 5.
It'll make £100, you what?
People have seen the
It'll
size.
make a wanna.
90 and 5, I'll take it. 90
Go on.
pounds and at 90, we all done then at 90.
Come on, one more.
Last chance then at 90. All done then at 90.
Come on, someone, don't let it...
Team, well done. We salute you.
Yep.
Both of our celebrities have made a solid start.
As long as they're all profits, we're heading in the right direction.
The one that no one saw coming, Esme's sewing machine.
Well, quite nice decoration.
Absolutely
I
right.
know, they're kind of almost a design classic in themselves.
Yeah,
aren't
oh
they?
no, they are.
I know, really
Definitely.
iconic.
Stop me. £30 for it.
Oh.
20 then to start.
Come on.
£20 anyone? 20 anyone?
Oh.
£20 I'm bid, thank
Who
you.
bought
and
this?
2. At £20 I'm bid, 22 now I have.
Fabulous.
25 I'm
Small
bid,
steps.
25, 27. At £25 I'm bid. 27 I'll take at £25 and at £25.
Just thread it, man.
At 25 then, last chance at 25. All done at 25.
No! Oh!
Well, it wasn't for want of trying from the auctioneer.
Partner, we'll talk to you later.
Now, they said they weren't competitive, but I think it's coming out now.
You should
We have no regrets.
Yeah, if I bought it, it would have made loads of money.
Careful, Keith. Your little piece of silver and mother of pearl are next.
A cow horn ring holder. Now, who doesn't want one of those?
Commission bids on there, so we're starting at £20. 20 I'm bid.
Well done, team.
25, 27 and 30.
Slow down.
Bid, 2, 32,
Fabulous,
35,
good.
37 and 40, 42, 45.
Oh, you're flying.
You want it to do well?
And 50, 50 I'm bid.
Amazing.
Wow.
You've doubled your money.
£50 I have and 5. All the commission bids are out now. £50 I'm bid and 5 I'll take at £50 and at 50. Selling at 50.
Keith, well done. We salute you.
I will sell at £50 if you're all done.
Those buyers saw a red rag and they bid for it.
Turns out cow horn ring holders really are popular.
I'm happy with that.
Okay, yeah, good.
You happy with that?
Yeah, no, I am,
Yeah?
yeah. Well done.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
Rosie,
yeah.
No, team, well done.
Can't contain your
Very
excitement.
well done.
Esme's biggest buy. She wasn't at all keen at first, though.
And then as we were walking round, I had this fantasy being
Steady
in the...
now, steady.
No, she did. It was me.
That's the Charles effect.
£100 for it.
Oh.
£100 to start.
Why are there no bids?
80 then to get away. 80
I love you. I love you. I love you. Keep going.
90 and 5. 100.
110.
Oh, hang on, yeah.
110.
120.
120.
30. Keep talking to me.
130.
140. Keep going.
140.
I think it'll get towards 200.
150.
160. I love you.
At 140.
Come on.
There's a long piece of string
Oh,
connecting
no.
Charles.
At £140 I'm bid. 150 I'll take. At £140 all out. Online on our website at 140 and I'll sell at 140.
I absolutely loved it.
Well, it could have been much worse.
I think you should have no regrets.
It is what it is.
We have no regrets.
No,
We
exactly.
have no regrets.
More Keith. This time, his Arabic card case.
It's such a simple object, but the attention to detail
Yes.
in the actual making and the creation of the thing itself was just wonderful.
£80 I'm bid. Thank you.
Straight in there!
Oh, who knew, eh?
What do I know?
Are you all done then at 85 anywhere? You sure? 85, thank you. 95.
Look at his
Wow,
face.
brilliant.
Look at his face.
Happy with that. Really happy, really happy with that.
It's still
Are
going.
we still going?
110.
Oh,
110. 120. At £110. Wow,
nice.
That's amazing.
Nice.
At £110, you all done this time? I will sell them at 110, all done.
Well done. Honestly,
Fantastic.
what a result.
Who knew?
Who knew?
Well,
We
you
We
did.
knew.
Well, it's been the P word all the way. This one, his biggest by far.
We're in awe. Amazing result.
Oh, it's not over yet. It's not over yet.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
good.
nearly.
Now, what can only be described as Esme's experimental laboratory type thing.
I would have bought this as just an object. It looks amazing. It's wonderful.
Well, I don't think it looks a bit like a face.
Yes, it does. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it does, yes.
Yeah.
£30. 20 then to start. 20 I bid, thank you.
It's like tumbleweed.
5, 25, 27. At £25 I'm bid, 27.
Oh, come on.
£25 I'm bid.
Go on, man.
At £25 and at 27, are you all done? 27.
We're so worth buying.
I'm even rooting for it.
£27.
Go on, break even.
At 27, are you all done at 27?
One more.
Last chance at 27.
For my friend.
Oh, it was worth more.
It was worth more than that.
Well, whoever bought it must be very, very happy,
I would have given you 35.
says the man with the nearly as niche scroll holder.
I love this. This might even be one of my favourite items.
£80 for it.
No. Hello.
50 then to start.
Come on, someone.
40 to get away. 40 I'm bid, thank you.
Broken even.
I haven't 2, I'll take it. £40 I'm bid, 42, 42, 45, 45, 45, 47, and 50, 50, and 5. At £50 I'm bid, and 5, I'll take it. 50
Take 5, take 5 somewhere.
5 anywhere. At £50 and you all done at £50 then the last chance. We'll sell then at 50, all done then at 50.
Give us the last bid.
I'll play a good game.
Everything they bought has turned, if not to gold, then silver at least.
The fact that we made a little bit of money on it,
Yeah.
that's good going.
Esme's last lot and her biggest spend. The auctioneer likes it.
The curves on it are beautiful.
There was gorgeous prunus blossom and the carving.
Yeah, amazing.
But the colour was so lovely. This could take off, couldn't it? Come on.
Yes,
Yes,
it
thank you.
will.
This
It's going
could
to
take
go for
off.
£5 grand.
I mean, you bought it for...
Start me off at, what, £100 for it? 100 I'm bid, thank you, 110 I'll take.
If he gets
100 I'm bid, 110, 110, 120, 130.
Running.
140, 150.
I love you.
160, 170.
I love you.
180,
It's gonna...
190.
Wow.
200.
Come on, baby.
260.
Getting competitive now.
280.
Look at me.
300.
Don't be drawn in.
300 I'm bid, thank you.
Oh.
320.
Keep going.
340.
360, I love you.
340.
Hello, China.
Even you're
50
surprised.
I'm bid, 350, 360. Commission bids around now.
That's brilliant. That's amazing.
That is phenomenal.
£360 and online at £360 are you all done?
It is deserving of that.
£360 and you all done at 360. I will sell at 360. Last chance at 360.
Fantastic.
Very
Wow.
nice.
Thanks, Paul.
Well done.
Thank you, guys.
Well, I put it
That's
down
brilliant.
to you.
The tables are turned, with Esme now out in front.
How are you feeling?
I'm lost for words. No, I'm pleased for them.
I absolutely don't believe you're lost for words.
And finally, Keith's Tiffany-style lamps. It's game on.
Is it your kind of aesthetic anyway?
Well, I do quite like it, yeah.
Oh, OK, OK. You're more of a sort of laboratory pressure kind of woman.
I like
Pressure's on, guys.
100 I'm bid, thank you. 110 I'll take.
Come on.
£100 I'm bid, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150.
Anything less than
60.
200.
Well done.
170, 180, 190.
Well done.
Oh, wow.
200. At £200
Used
I'm
to
bid,
go more.
At 200, 220 I'll take. At £200 I'm bid, 220 anywhere at 200. At 200.
That's still a good buy.
Thank you, 240. 240 on commission.
Wow.
260. At £240 and at 240 you all done. At £240 and I will sell at 240. All done at 240.
Wow.
Well done.
This is-
Well done.
Props to Rude, too. It looks like those lamps have made all the difference.
There wasn't much in between us at all.
No.
But with a slither, you took it.
Well, I mean, you know, you lucked out on that one item that really pushed the whole pressure cooker to its limit, really.
Very exciting. Esme began with £400 and after auction costs made a very nice profit. So she now has £489.54. While Keith, who also started out with 400, made also after costs an even bigger profit. So he wins with £522.80. Well done. All profits go to children in need.
Well, that was exciting.
Oh, what fun we had.
I know. Where to next, madam?
Can we go to Glasgow?
Yes. Might take us a while.
We can stop on the way.
Pick up a few knickknacks. Cheerio.